in Raleigh, North Carolina, as the Maryland Terrapins take on the defending national champion Texas A&M Aggies in a Sweet 16 matchup that should prove to be quite the contest. I'm Matt Costello, and I'm alongside Josh Fendrick here on WMUCsports.com. And Josh, we should have a great one here today as the Terps take on the defending national champions.
Yeah, anytime you get the chance to take on the defending national champion in the NCAA tournament that they're trying to defend their title in, it's always exciting. The Terps with a big chance today to move on to the Elite Eight, and this is a team that has some experience taking down defending national champions in the tournament. Chance today for the Terps to pull off a big win against the Aggies of Texas A&M.
It's natural to be nervous today, all right? It's a good thing, all right? It's a good thing because if you're nervous, it tells you how much you want this game. Today is about 12 heartbeats beating as one. Today's about 12 heartbeats beating as one. We go out and we play every single possession like it's our last. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, all they're going to talk about is how we dethroned the defending national champions. Let's go get what's up. Ball deep. Let's go have some fun.
The Terps look a little bit rattled here in the early going.
Well, I'm not surprised to be down 11 points this early. I certainly wasn't expecting that, and I'm sure they were not expecting that either. So always tough to go down by so many points so early, and now you got to expend a lot of energy to make that comeback. So better to make that comeback early on, though, and then kind of play from even later in the game. You don't want to keep the deficit and then try and make the comeback in the final minutes of the games.
Just had to buckle down on defense. You know, we were letting them get open threes.
And she'll push the ball. And here's a three-point attempt from Collins. She's got it. A&M shooting lights out from beyond.
Not really focusing out there.
In the beginning, when we was down, we was thinking like, gosh, we don't want to go back home. We don't want to go back to school. We got class tomorrow in the morning. We was just thinking how much we didn't want to take that bus ride back home.
Looking now to hand off to Thomas at the top of the arc, and she loses it. A steal by Carter. Carter with men on the break.
I tweaked my ankle in one of the plays, and I had to get off the court so Matt could tape on my ankle.
Just kind of come over, do a quick evaluation, make sure there's not any major problems, I guess you'd say, ankle pain, and then you just decide to tape it up. And she already had a brace, put the brace on, and gave her a little bit of medicine, and she was good to go. I've been doing this for 13 years here in Maryland, so you definitely learn that, you know, you can be a big part of what happens on and off the court if somebody gets hurt, you know. So, yeah, I think about trying to get him back time out and tell him, you know, Brenda as quick as I can, you know, that she's ready to go. And also, you know, the credit goes to the athlete too. I mean, they're tough kids. They want to play. Alyssa is one of the best competitors I've ever been around. So nothing was going to keep her out of that game.
Even though we were down by so much this game, we weren't worried because we've been in these situations before. Like the Georgia Tech game, we were down 20 in the second half, and you know, we got down early this game, but there was so much time left that we really didn't have to panic.
Deep two, no good, short, off the rim, and Thomas tracks it down. She's pushing the ball up court, has Devon behind her, but she takes it herself and throws in the acrobatic layup with her right hand.
And that is what makes Alyssa Thomas so good, absolutely fearless.
We were all thinking in our minds, we didn't want to go home like this. We didn't want to go home losing to them and losing by so much. So we just were fighting and digging every single play and just trying to chip away at that big lead.
It's a three-point game here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Terps trail the Aggies 44-41.
What was the message at halftime?
You know, I actually thought we were in a good place, you know, to be able to come back from 18 down and to only be down 3. I thought we battled. I thought we were going to come out of the locker room and settle in and be ready to play. But boy, was I wrong. You know, we go down 11 and had to work for it. But again, this is similar. You know, you're in the NCAA tournament. Great teams are all that's left.
But a lot of times you'll see teams that make a big comeback kind of get all the way there, but then not be able to get over the hump to take a lead. Now, I figured that because Maryland made their comeback before the half, they'd be able to rest up at halftime and then get over the hump in the second half here. But even now, we're still seeing some of those effects where they got close, couldn't take the lead, couldn't get over the hump, and now the deficit is back to 9 points.
We knew we didn't want it to end here, so we just grind it out for 40 minutes, no matter what the score is.
Bones Mosley for 3, got it. Mosley cuts it to 8.
We all just started, thinking about what we can do. So, I mean, at that point, I think we just all try to look for little sparks to get us back into it.
Mincy now, left side, layup. Nice move from Lauren Mincy.
And once we did that, we just kept rolling.
Mincy now kicks out to Kaiser with a little baseline jumper, is good. Mincy the rebound, she's pushing for the Terps. She's got Brene Mosley to her left, and she puts it up and in, and she's fouled. Thomas, a little jumper, and she gets the shooter's roll, hits off the front of the rim, a 5-point game. The Maryland Terps fans trying to pump up their squad.
I think my excitement level, as you can tell from my voice, was at an all-time high because, it was a script straight out of a Disney movie, and we felt like as fans, the team really needed us to give them that boost. I went from standing just there in front of my chair to climbing up actually on the hockey boards. I'm out there fighting for my wife. And once I got up on the hockey boards, eventually security spotted me. And actually the guy was really cool about it. He understood and everything, the heat of the moment or the emotion of the moment, and he came over and just said, hey, I really don't want you to hurt yourself. So I said, I understand. I shook his hand and said, I'm not feeling any pain right now anyway. So if I take a spill, I'll take one for the team.
The ball rims in and out. Kaiser with the offensive board, and she's fouled. Terps trail the Aggies by just 3. Alyssa Thomas has it, puts up a little jumper, rims out, no good. Mincy with the board, she puts it back up and in. The lead is down to 1.
My coaches and the teammates are giving me a lot of confidence, and I'm just, feeling the groove and, just going to keep attacking.
Mincy going left side baseline, a little handoff layup, and it's good.
The thing about basketball is that, it's a game of runs, and they went on their runs early, and then when we started going on ours, we had them on their heels. And when you get a team on their heels, you just got to keep pushing and pushing, and they couldn't respond.
It's called for a travel. A turnover.
Leading down here to come to Raleigh, Brene had a really difficult practice. She was not making plays and she was getting down on herself.
Throws it up and puts it in! Terps take the lead, 73-72.
We've said all along, Brene's a gamer. When the lights turn on, she's obviously ready to play, and she was really, really special today.
Mincy with the offensive board, kicked out to Thomas. Thomas, a little 6-footer inside the free throw line, and she hits. What a turn of events. The Terps, who trailed virtually this entire game, have taken a 5-point lead with 38 seconds to go.
I can't speak enough on how Mincy was knocking out shots, AT was crashing the boards, and Netta was just fighting. I think we just fought today, and I think we just fought. We fought.
Steal. Thomas going the other way on the break. She'll pass to Mincy on the right side, and Mincy lays it up and in.
Can't say enough about the job that Maryland has done to come back not once, but twice during this game, which has to be a bit of a shock to Texas A&M, given how much they led by earlier in this game.
We just believed in each other. Always have, always will, and that was a fun atmosphere to play, and the gym was live, and it's just a lot of fun.
And that'll do it. They will allow the game clock to expire. As it does, the Terps win it, and they advance in the NCAA tournament.